She has operated her family's Iowa farm for 40 years. April, welcome and good afternoon.
Hi, thanks for having me on.
April, happy to have you on because I want to talk to you about soybeans. I want to talk to you about corn and all the things that help to keep Iowa farmers going. I know that the soybean issue has been front and center for so many farmers because of policies that have been implemented by this administration. April, can you tell us how this has either worked or helped to hurt farmers in Iowa and what you need to hear from the president today?
Yeah, well, anytime we take any of those markets away is not a good day for soybean farmers. And so that's, with China and a lot of the other countries making deals with South America, that's our biggest competitor. But what I'm hoping to hear and what has been teased a bit is what we call 45Z, which is ethanol, renewable fuels. There's quotas that they can do and credits that they get, and that's for the biodiesel and for ethanol, E15 year round. That's really what we've been asking for over 10 years. And that would really boost, all of those things would boost our domestic demand, and that's really what we need right now.
I know that the issues facing farmers is not an issue that's monolithic and across the board. I know that each is dealing with different things. But one of the things that we continue to hear is that labor is also part of the problem. We spoke with a farmer earlier today who mentioned how, Nick, even the issue around visas is an issue that hurts us. Can you help break that down for viewers at home who may be hearing this for the first time, who are thinking, wait a minute, immigration is an issue in Iowa?
Well, that a lot of people use labor to bring in. I have a few friends who get labor, and coming in, and they have said how hard it is to either pay for it or afford it. So, and then, there are people not wanting to come and work. So on my farm, it's just me. So it's not an issue for me, but many other farmers are finding it very hard to get labor on the farm. Yes, even in Iowa, it happens.
Iowa farmers have been struggling with tariffs increasing, the cost of machinery and materials that many of you rely on. Soybean and corn farmers are particularly struggling. How is your farm doing, and how big of an issue has affordability been for you, Ms. Himmons?
Yeah, well, the problem is that our inputs, or the cost I have to pay to put that crop in the ground, is far higher than it has been before, and the price we are getting for our commodities, here for me, corn and soybeans, isn't keeping up with inflation. So as any business, if I can't sell my product for the cost of production, I better be pretty nice to my banker and keep farming. But we as farmers think long-term, and that's what we need is long-term solutions, because we think in generations, not just short-term Band-Aids. And that's really what we need right now on the farm.
I think every time I speak to a farmer, we learn something new. We heard farmers talking about earlier how, Nick, the crop I'm planting today is for next year. I have to plan ahead. So anytime we have these hiccups and I can't plan, it really causes a ripple effect and a problem in so many other areas. April, one of the situations I think that is possibly challenging too is that when we have these stories and we talk to farmers, there are those who hear these stories and are like, wait a minute, I thought the government had given farmers a subsidy. They're going to be okay, aren't they?
I knew you were going to bring that up. Yeah, so like the latest payment, to put it into perspective, it's less than 1/10 of what I have already borrowed to put this crop in the ground.
Wow.
Without even having a seed in the ground or anything. So we put our money ahead for all of our inputs, for the crop that we will harvest for me next October. So these are Band-Aid solutions, and no farmer I know wants payments. We would rather have the markets and sell our crops.
Okay, April, in a perfect world, you had an opportunity to have a direct conversation with the president. You would need to hear him say and tell him what, April?
Well, what I'm hoping he will say today is we really need to increase domestic demand. Put America first there for our farmers. Have Congress approve E15. That would really help our corn farmers, and do more with the biofuels when that would really help the soybean farmers.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.